Well, here it is. You said you wanted a junk journal video, so I gave it a bash. I haven't watched this through, so I've got no idea what I'm going to say or do or any of that. Right, well, let's start off then. Okay, so here is a picture of the Flash socks, and this is a little printable. I can't tell you where the printable came from. It was either Cover to Cover Creations or Johanna Cloth. She is Little Bindi on Etsy, but if you find either of them on YouTube, you can then go like to their Etsy stores from there. This is a postcard that came through my door. Red Squirrel is a realtor, estate agent, depending on where you live, and I decided to turn this into a little tuck spot, and that is a menu from my local Chinese takeaway that they've just updated their menu for the first time in about 6 years. So, I said, oh, I'll take the menu. And then I noticed their receipt has a bit of like foreign writing on it. So I was like, I want the receipt. This is a letter from the school saying that Daryl had a place and could attend. And then yesterday we went over the shop and they had all their Easter eggs reduced. So I bought Daryl Smarties Easter egg, and it had these Smarties buttons in it, which he really liked. It's the first time he's eaten Smarties, and he really, really seemed to go for it. So I decided to fold the school letter into the Smarties buttons thingy-mabob packet. So this is yet another printable. I stuck that to the page, just trimmed the end off. First I put a little bit of distress ink around the outside just to give it a bit of 3D-ism. Then I stuck the bottom of the packet together so that it didn't poof out. I don't know why, I just thought it might make it a little better, really. The only issue I had was that the packet wasn't flat on the back, and I even tried to unstick the bottom bit to try and flatten it out a bit, but that didn't work. But that fit in there really quite nicely. And but the issue I had was it kept getting jammed on where the fold was underneath, and I couldn't get it in. I was using my ruler, and I was like, come on, why won't this go in? Eventually it did go past. I was like, yes, don't ever take it out again. Yeah, so... And that bit was me going, have I journaled about the car yet? And it turns out I haven't. But I haven't printed any photos up about the car, so I'm going to have to go out and take some and come in and journal about that at some point too. So these were just a couple of random photos. The one I'm gluing now was Daryl after he'd had his hair cut, and the second one that I'm gluing now is he's got a wooden food set that she absolutely adores. He's had for years, and he decided to make me breakfast. And it was so funny because the tray consisted of a toaster with a slice of toast and a bagel in it, a cup of tea, and a mobile phone. So he knows me very, very well. I was just like, that's so adorable. And then I pulled out a couple of labels and distressed those and stuck those down as well. The page that they're going on, that white page, is out of a colouring book, I think it is, or a scrap. It's card, so it's obviously like scrapbook paper, but the idea is you can colour it. This is the wrapping from a Dairy Milk Easter egg. Alex was given it at work, but obviously being quite health conscious at the moment because he's trying to build up, he didn't want to eat a ton of chocolate, so he gave us the Easter egg, so we ate it. And I glued this down with my glue stick, turned it over, and it hadn't stuck at all, so then I had to go back and actually use tape, which I was a bit annoyed about, but yeah, whatever. So this is just cheap double-sided tape that I get from Poundland. You get like 3-4 rolls for £1. You don't find this in the stationery section. You find it in the tool section, where they put all the tools and screws and pliers and all that lot. That's where you find that. So yeah, it's cheap and it works really, really well. I mean, you don't get like a ton on each roll, but you get a nice amount. So yeah, so I stuck it on and I cut round it, and then I was like, what can I do with it? And then the other day I had this Galaxy chocolate orange thing. So I thought, yeah, how shall I stick this on? And I just thought, oh, I'll stick it on sideways, you know, that'll do. And I have made it into a tuck spot, but I haven't tucked anything in there yet because I haven't really found anything that's sort of small enough. I used too big a tape really, but it's there as a tuck spot if I need it. So I might find a journaling card. Then I remembered I had this photo of me after I had my jab done, and that was the whole idea of me putting that card into that pocket because it had a window, so I wanted to stick the photo on the front. Now, the easy way to work out where to stick it was I lined the journaling card up with the bag so that I knew where the window was, and then I just stuck it in the middle of the bag, and it fit there quite nicely. This photo I'm doing now was an April Fool's photo, and it was for a dozen squirrel eggs. And I actually caught a couple of people out with this. I saw it on the internet and I was like, I'm so gonna fucking steal that. So I did. And I actually had a couple of people were like, oh wow, you know, never had a squirrel egg and all this stuff. And I was like, really? Oh my god. So this was a little mini McDonald's bag. And I had this, we bought a dehumidifier for one of the rooms down in the big house, and this gift card was tucked in it. So I decided, this is me just debating which way to put it in. I preferred it with the red McDonald's showing, but I wanted to use the bottom of the bag as a little pocket. So I ended up getting stuck in I liked it that way, but I ended up sticking it the other way because I wanted to make use of the little pocket. Yeah, so what I did was I kept the gift card, and I'm going to cover it over in a minute, you'll see, with a bit of tea-dyed paper, so that I can use it as a journaling spot. But yeah, sticking the base of the bag like that makes a little pocket, see? And that little thing that I just tucked in there was a toy that Daryl got, and you sort of clipped all the bits of card together, and it was a 3D dinosaur. It's quite clever. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm actually hunting just to see if there was anything better than tea-dyed paper that I could have used, and in the end I just thought I'll just use the tea-dyed. So that's a brand new roll I've got out, and you get 4 of those in a packet from Poundland, and it goes quite a long way. I use it, you know, I use it a lot. I just wish it came in different widths, then it would be absolutely perfect. So I burnished the back of I burnished the tape down and then peel the backing off, and then I just stuck it to the bit of paper. Made sure it was all stuck, and I originally tore around it, and then I thought, well, that doesn't look right now because it's only torn around sort of 2 edges. So I actually went around and properly trimmed it down. I can't believe that. So then I thought, oh, I'll go around and ink up the edges, make it look a little bit more distressed. That's quite good. So then I got a couple of photos. That's Daryl with a crocheted keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. It's not his, it's Alex's, but Daryl loves it, and I've got the pattern. I need to make him one. I'm still stuck making Pikachu at the moment. You see here I'm putting tape and glue on these pictures. That's because I'm sticking them down onto tea-dyed paper. Tea or coffee-dyed paper is quite acidic and stuff does not like to stick to it. So I use tape and glue just to give it a little bit of extra, you know, oomph. You can see me really putting the pressure on to try and keep this stuff stuck down. And boom, there's the journaling. Hey, see how clever that is. I'm good at this, aren't I? That was an envelope that I made. It's to hold a bit of something. It's to hold something private. So just to show you quick there. I can show you how to make that. I made that on my envelope punch board. So if you want to know anything like that, I can always do that. That was a card from the people who cleared my driveway, and I didn't find anywhere to put it, so it will sit aside until I do my next page. And here's a quick flip through for you. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, anything like that down below. If you click the icon in the corner, you'll be subscribed, and if you hit the bell that then appears down below, you'll be notified when I upload new content. I hope you enjoyed this. This is all quite new to me, So yeah. Yeah. So there we go. Take it easy, guys. Bye. Bye.